Hey, welcome to LearnKit. In this tutorial, we will learn about web development and how to create a web page. In the first video, I taught you how to, we discussed the theoretical aspects in the first video. But before I get started, I would request you to go ahead and subscribe to the channel, like this video and share this video with your friends so that you get access to free learning. We have a wide variety of tutorials and funny facts as these as well, just for entertainment. So let's get started with the creation activity. You would have to access this link if you want to copy and paste the code. So you would be looking at getting started with the basics over here. For example, learning HTML. The very first thing is that HTML is a standard language for creating web pages. Why do we use it? We use it for creating web pages. What it does, what is the objective of the objective of HTML? The objective of HTML is to structure the website, right? It defines or it provides the structure of the website, and it is used to define the elements and where they should appear. For example, heading should appear at the top, paragraph should be beneath the heading. The link should be within the paragraph or maybe in the navigation area. The images should be within the body of the area where the content lies, right? So on and so forth. So why do we use HTML? It provides structure of a website and to define the elements and where they should appear. So let's begin with creating a simple HTML document. So let's copy this code. Uh, I will show you two ways of doing this, right? The first way is to open a notepad. For example, just open a notepad. In the later part of the tutorial, I'll show you how to go ahead and use the development tools to create websites like this fast. So click on File, click on Save. Every HTML document that you create should have a .htm extension. All right. Clear about it? So go to the place where you want to store it. I want to store it inside a file called, inside a folder called as programming, in a subfolder called as HTML5. So here I will just say first uh, first.html. Every HTML document ends with HTM or HTML extension. So do that. And here select all files and then click on save. So once that is saved, your website is ready, your web page is ready. So website is what? Collection of web pages. All right, clear about that? So let's go to D drive. Let's go to the place where we stored it. We stored it under programming. We stored it under HTML5. And here we stored it under something called, we created a file called as first.html. I will open this with Google Chrome. It's just personal preference. So that is how your website looks. And as you can see, that is the header code. And that is the paragraph code. So after writing all this code that you have written here, it displays whatever is within the body. For example, you see that we defined the HTML element and titled it Welcome to my website. And it says Welcome to my website. And underneath it, we have a paragraph which says, This is my first paragraph. And it just types the thing that you write. All right. So that is how you create a basic website to begin with. All right. Cool. So now that here there's just to these are called as tags. For example, this paragraph is a tag. This h1 is a tag. This body is a tag. This head is a tag. Title is a tag. HTML is a tag. Doc type is a tag. All right. So there is importance to all of these. For example, this signifies that HTML content is beginning, and this signifies that this is the HTML content, right? And then we have the head inside which we usually put titles and meta descriptions. We will discuss that as we go on in the tutorial. Now, let's go ahead and see how we can style this. For example, we use cascading style sheets to control the appearance of the HTML document. As you can see, as of now, it is white. It has a white background and there is no background to it. So let's go ahead and copy the style tag over here. For example, you just copy that part. All right, copy it, and as I told you, inside the head, which is over here, you put the style tags as well. So here I will put the style tags. So what we did is for body, we are specifying a background and we are defining the font family for the appearance of the fonts as well. So we are changing the appearance of the fonts and we are saying that use this font family to display the content within the body tag. Then we are defining the color for the H1 tag and we are defining the font size for the paragraph. So we save this and once we reload, you will see that we have a background now. As you can see, it has a nice background and we have some visual appearance to the website. So this is how you use HTML and CSS to create the websites. So lastly, what I will discuss here in this video is adding interactivity to the web page that we created. So this is our first web page or website. You can call it a website because we will add more to it. So over here, JavaScript, we use JavaScript to add interactivity. JavaScript is a programming language that enables you to create dynamic and interactive web pages. It can be used to manipulate HTML and CSS. So, for example, if you want to change this dynamically, if I click on this now, or if I click on a button now, you can change this paragraph completely. Let's see how we can do that. So, it can be used to manipulate HTML and CSS, handle events, perform various tasks on the client side. Client side meaning browser that we are using now, in this case, Google Chrome. So now we add the script tag. The script tag can be added inside the body. What we are doing here is we are adding a button as well. Once the button is clicked, what should happen? This should happen. All right, let me explain. I will go ahead and copy this code and I will put this here. All right, because this is not a very big web page, we are including the script within the HTML. We are including the style within the HTML document itself. Otherwise, you would have to use separate files for these. So what I did here is I created the button and the text for the button says click me. Let's see how it looks to begin with. So as you can see, that is the button. You can also add styling to the button if you want. That is done where? That is done in CSS. I will quickly, within 10 minutes, let's end this video and I will explain you how that is done. For example, let's assume that you want to style this button, right? You just copy that and go here inside the style tag and style the button. For example, let's add a padding to this. Let's make this look bigger. For example, I will say padding 25 pixels, right? And once that is done, I will show you how that looks now. Uh, where did that go? Here. So as you can see, I made the button look bigger. You can also do a lot of things for this. For example, you can add a background. So let's say royal blue, right? Text. Let's say black, right? So what I did now is called as we are working on the styles of the element. So as you can see, we change the style over here. We can also add a lot of other things. For example, border radius. We can make it look a little nicer. What I will do is I will reduce this to 15 pixels so that it looks like a button to me, right? And as you can see, border radius, the spelling is wrong, so that didn't work. So as you can see, it has a rounded edge now. So that is how you style the button as well. Now, once the button is clicked, what should happen? It should invoke a function called as change text. Here you can see that we are using something called as onClick. OnClick is called as an event, and this is the trigger. For example, the trigger is a click. The event is on click, and the trigger is click. Once the click is made, what should happen? It should call a function called as change text. So in JavaScript, anything that you write within the script tags is the JavaScript. This is how you define a JavaScript function. And what should happen? It should display you clicked me, right? So over here, I will do one small change. I will just add a ID equals message over here, right? Uh, the example over here on the web page that is there, it has added ID as well. I have added ID as well. So you can use the ID selector or the class selector. So very good. Now refresh the page, click on it, and it says you click the button. So that is how you use JavaScript to change the content within the HTML document. Very good. So what did you learn? We use HTML to define the structure of the web page, to define the structure of the web page, which is the front end. You use CSS to add the styles to the elements or change the appearance of HTML elements. You use JavaScript to, which is the front end again, and you use the JavaScript to add interactivity to the elements using events and triggers. Very good. So I hope that you got to learn a little bit of HTML, CSS, and JavaScript in this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching, and this is part two. Please subscribe to the channel so that I can continue making videos. Share this video with your friends so that it helps me and it helps you and your friends as well. Thank you.